Hey everybody, this video has two purposes. One is to show you a couple of tricky things about using Adobe Spark. Not really tricky, but places where you could get stuck. And the second is to show you some tips about things I want to see in your video. So I'm going to create a project. My project is a video. And they have a lot of very silly little cheesy things they try to tell you here. You can just ignore what they say. So I'm going to make a video called Tips for Your Project. I'm going to start from scratch. I don't really find it useful to use these, but you can try if you want. This is a tutorial, you can watch it, but I'm going to skip it. And here is my first page. I'm going to say, tips for your presentations. Or what did I call it? Project. So, first thing I notice is that I really don't like this boring blue, so I'm going to pick a new theme. Like the flare. I'm going to pick this color. There we go, much better. Okay, and I'm going to record some narration over the top. So you're going to do that too. You're going to do a mixture of writing, pictures, and narration. You narrate by pressing this button. If I don't narrate, this is just going to show for 4 seconds and then go to the next slide. So I can see the timing here and I can change the timing. But if I record something, it will automatically go to the length of my recording. So you can only record for 30 seconds. After about 15 seconds, it starts to warn you that your speaking is getting too long. So I have to hold and press this the whole time. If I let go, it will stop recording. Okay, so mine was about 15 seconds. Now I listen to it. You can only record and I say, oh, that's terrible. I can just press this one more time and it will start over. So if you let go and you push the button again, it's going to record over the top of what you did last time, okay? I want to give you some tips to make your project the best it can be. Okay. So this comes built in with a credits and an outro. Like that means these are the end of your video. So I'm not going to write on this one. I'm going to add a plus sign to get a new screen. So I'm going to say tip number 1. Okay, so I can make my text smaller, or I can make it bigger. I think that's about right. So I'll record again. Make sure that you show me the 3 sections of your video that I asked for in the instructions. Okay, so I'm going to add a new slide. And I like to do screenshots. I do a lot of screenshots. It's easy on a Mac. I don't know if it's easy for all of you. But these are the instructions where I put the 3 sections that I want you to have. I don't like how stretched out it looks though. Maybe I can try to squish it in. There we go, that's better. Okay, I'll bring this back out. So now when I go back to my video, I'm gonna click on photo. And here I'm gonna upload a photo. So I can upload my screenshot. Now look, my photo is too big. So I can click on this pencil and I can make it smaller. Tip number 2. Use a mix of typing and pictures. And as an example of that one, let's actually try the Adobe stock or find free photos. So you can upload photos, but you can always search here. Okay. So maybe I like this, but maybe I want some writing on the side. If I want to do that, I could choose a different layout for this one. Let's do a split screen. So that it puts a photo on one side, and I can say pictures make it more interesting. Something like that. Okay, and then finally, I'm going to put my tip number 3. Check your voiceovers and video flow. Okay, so what I mean by that is after you record something, listen to it. Is it clear? Can everyone hear everything? Check for typos, of course. And then when you think you're done, play your whole video. So this is where you can play it. I want to give you some tips to make your project the best it can be. Okay, so I'm actually not finished with this, so I'm going to keep going. But anytime you want to see how it's working, you can watch that and check on it. Okay, so those are going to be my tips. And hopefully you got a little bit more idea about how to make some changes to make the best video that you can. I want to also point out that over here when you have music, I noticed that my music was kind of loud, so I'm going to turn my music down a little bit and listen one more time. I want to give you some tips. There we go. Okay, that sounds better. All right. Good luck making your videos, and let me know if you get stuck on anything. Like I said, you don't have to press save. It's completely automatic, and when you're ready, you can press download or share. What you're going to do is publish. We're going to call it education. You're going to create link. This part's a little bit slow. And then on Wednesday, you're going to share these links in partners in our live class. So make sure that you have your Adobe Spark video open in the background so that you can share with each other, and that you have the URL, this link, that you can copy and paste into the assignment for Wednesday. All right, good luck.